this is a little something I wrote. Ehyeh just guide me as I try to bring it forth in the way you would have me to. Let's be honest, to be in love and all lovey-dovey and submissive to one another has become a thing of the past. But in this lie that they gave us, they tell you to, submit to your husband and husband submit to your wives, but ain't none of that going on. None of that is going on. They actually say that they suffer a woman not to teach. It's a lot of y'all talking. You know what I'm saying? If y'all really follow Jesus, if we really get down to it, y'all not keeping Jesus' commandments. Y'all not turning the other cheek. Y'all not being submissive to your husband and your wife. Y'all out here half naked. It's a lot going on. So let me just go back to what I wrote. So all these things are happening, right? And at the same time, like, showing love is becoming hypersexualized. Meanwhile, was not being looked at as hypersexualized or, oh, they're kissing, oh, is all of these naked females everywhere. Nobody looking at that and saying nothing. It's become normal. I remember when they was naked females, that was on BET After Dark. It was damn near porno. Now it's on daytime television. But y'all say Jesus saved y'all from sin. But it's more sin. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get into Matthew and let's see what Jesus was talking about right here. One thing I want to say is that the Most High made the commandments because we are a stiff-necked generation. He knows how hard-headed we are. Stiff-necked generation. So he went ahead and inscribed the commandments in stone. So can nobody say that he ain't tell you? Can nobody say that he ain't tell you because he wrote it in stone? So, what the oppressor come and do? They take it and write it in paper and add something on the back end. A whole nother book with truth and lies sprinkled all around so that you just be so confused and turn around to the point where you just be like, okay. Especially if after generation and generation that came, we just kept forgetting that we have been oppressed. I remember I made a video a while ago saying, if we don't know that we're oppressed, how can we heal from it? If you don't know that you're hurt, how can you fix it? Like, for instance, somebody gets shot, and because the adrenaline pumping, they still going, and they don't realize that they done lost all this blood, and they're near death. But that ain't adrenaline. That's the Most High coming through for you in that very moment. But anyways, so we got love. People no longer in love. And now that same love that was once between a union between man and woman is now a sacred union between the same sex. And to show your, what is it called when it's, is it called heterosexual? When it's just, you regular people, humans, doing regular human stuff. Um, yeah, when it comes to that, we got to look at the beginning. And we get into Genesis when, Adam and Eve was in that garden. They ate of the fruit. And all of a sudden, they knew they was naked. All of a sudden, both of them was no longer innocent. It was like big kids running in the garden. Mind you, they make it seem like this garden ain't here on earth. When you look at the garden and the Most High talks about its location, it's here on earth. It's in the middle. It's in the middle of the earth. And waters all the yellow river valleys, what they teach you in school about, the fertile soils. Those waters are streaming from the Garden of Eden. That's closed off by an angel with flaming swords so that nobody can get to the tree of everlasting life. Because the okie doke, and it's funny because I don't think I mentioned this on YouTube. I've been on Facebook, I done mentioned it on other platforms, so yeah. The okie doke is that there was a tree of everlasting life in the garden. The Most High ain't never said we couldn't eat from that. He just said don't eat from the tree of knowledge and good and evil. But you see how that enemy, the serpent, the oppressor comes in a form. And he was walking at one point. Even though he was a beast, he had legs. He was walking at one point. So he came in a form and kept you distracted from everlasting life, true everlasting life, true everlasting life. That's only located in the garden of the Most High, Ehyeh. He takes your mind off of that and puts your focus on knowledge for you woke individuals. So you eat of that fruit of knowledge and good and evil. And now you're plagued back and forth in your mind between, should I go this way or should I go that way? Should I do this or should I do that? Should I do this? And why would we be plagued with evilness? Our Father is the author of everything. The dark world, the darkness, he's author of it all. He even controls that beast. And he uses that beast for his bidding, for his day of judgment. He created the wicked for his day of judgment. The Most High created the wicked for his day of judgment. So, who's really in control here? But anyway, so now they take out, the government comes in, they push their KKK values and make institutions and this, that, and the third. Because remember, they wanted to be separate real bad. But somebody somewhere saw the benefits of being together. And that's because when we're separated, the Most High could come through and handle what he need to handle. Let's go back to when we was in Egypt. We were in the land of Goshen. We were separate from them. So when them plagues came, we didn't feel it. Because the Most High The Most High ain't have to, try to. When you trying to shoot, when you trying to shoot something, you don't need your kids in the way. You don't need the ones you love in the way. You need them to return to the tents. So if the Most High trying to be our shooter, if he trying to come through for us, but we steady in the way, because we talking about, oh, we love Jesus, but he's trying to shoot. He's trying to shoot at him. He's trying to get him. That, yeah, sure enough is. Sure enough is. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm going there. So when Adam and Eve was in the garden and they took part of that fruit, their minds, the first thing that was attacked or that was changed was their minds. Now they had a conscience of both good and evil. So like when a baby is born, they just butt naked, don't know. Then as they get older, the more that they see, the more that the things that are around them, they pick up on, and they start to choose in between which one they want, what suits them, what they feel suits them, based off of what they're used to in their environment. So they eat the fruit. They both like, oh my gosh, we're naked. We ain't babies no more. We grown women. We grown women and men. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Mind you, the problem with that is that they try to tell the story that Eve is the one who gave Adam the fruit, and that's not true. She let him have some, but he was right there when the serpent was talking. He was right there. They was cleaved to one another. He was right there. And not once did he say, yo, babe, my Father in heaven, well, not even in heaven, because they was already in heaven, which is the Garden of Eden, Zion, whatever you want to call it. My Father told me not to eat that. So, babe, put that down. Put it down, babe. No. He didn't stand up. And he's talking about Ahab, Jezebel, because Ahab didn't stand up. You see why it's a problem when men don't stand up? And so now we get into the punishment that takes place. Everybody was held accountable. Adam, he had to work from the sweat of his brow to toil to get stuff off the ground. Because in the Garden of Eden, we had everything provided. We just had to maintain it. When we got kicked out, we had to start from scratch. We got kicked out our father's house and had to start from scratch. He still was there with us. We like, y'all just can't be in my house, though. Y'all just can't be in my house. Because what if they turn around and go to and get to the fruit of everlasting life? Then they'll live forever in this wickedness. And it'll just be a never-ending thing. So, then we get into how he judged everyone. He told Adam he was going to work from the sweat of his brow. He told Eve that she was going to have pain during childbirth. And even though she would be in so much pain, she would still want to have more babies because she was going to be, pretty much for her husband. It's like it turned back around on her. He was sold for you. Now you about to be sold for him. You were sold for her instead of what I said. Now work this land, boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a dad. Go outside and go cut the grass now. Now you got to cut the grass, plant the seeds, do the field work. Now you got to do that. I done did. Most I say, I put in the work. I put the field work in. I made all of this for y'all. And you just turn around and just let somebody just come up on the outside of you. Somebody that I too created. Come up and tell you something opposite of from what I told you, the commands that I gave you. Oh no, get out. Then, okay, he also gave a judgment to the serpent. He told him, you're going to lie. You're going to be on your belly. You're going to walk on your belly. On your belly you shall crawl. And eat the dirt of the ground. Right? On your belly you will crawl. You eat the dirt of the ground. And be eating the dirt. And he also says, the one significant part, he says in Genesis 3, verse 14 and 15, the Most High said to the serpent, because you have done this, cursed be you more than all the cattle, and more than all the beasts of the field. You shall walk on your belly, and you shall eat dust all the days of your life. And I shall place hatred between you and between the woman, and between your seed and between her seed. He will crush your head, and you will bite his heel. So, what do you think that looks like? It ain't Esau and Jacob. No, that's a family feud. This serpent has a seed. This particular creature that walks on his stomach of reptilian descent has a seed. And we don't think it to be true because we say, oh, there's alligators that's still walking on their stomachs here today. Right? The flood came. Right? So when the flood came, killed off all the giants. How giants became made? How are there still people who are so tall that has like pretty much giant DNA in them, Nephilian blood in them? Half angel, half human. How did that happen? Because it's in the blood. It's in our DNA. Why you think the Most High say when somebody entices you to go against his word and go follow other gods that you're supposed to stone them to death? It's so that DNA doesn't live on and carry on into the next generations. So now we know that the devil has a seed. And that seed is up against the woman. And we see women in media constantly cutting, changing, doing all of these things rearranging to the point where you can't tell the difference between a real woman and a fake one. It's all, the lines are blurred now. So this seed, if Nephilim blood can make it on through after the flood and people are born and you got people that's all over the world, randomly a 7-foot person there, 8-foot person here, all that stuff round and round, we know it's possible for that DNA to carry on. So it's definitely possible, and because the Most High says so, that this DNA has carried on of the serpent. Now, the serpent himself is a beast that was walking at one point. The Most High made him to crawl. So if you do enough DNA altering, you'll be able to get a walking individual. You'll be able to get a walking reptilian individual, because if let's just say hypothetically that it's an alligator that walks on his belly, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we're gonna get. An alligator walks on his belly, crawls on the ground, this, then, a third, whatever. But before the alligator got cursed, well, not even cursed, but judgment, punished by his creator, which is also our creator, before he got punished, he was walking just like me and you, upright. Not in spirit, but in physicality. He was walking like a regular person. So there's definitely a seed of that particular individual walking around amongst us. And that particular seed, the Most High said, is going to be against us. Women in particular. So, what would that look like? We go from being women that, like Deborah, got words from the Most High. Like, I don't want to mix up the names. Rebecca, Isaac's wife, who told him, I know your father prayed, but you gonna have to pray too, baby. I'm in pain. I need you to help me, babe. Pray for me, babe. I need you to find out some answers. That's literally how Isaac began his own journey with the Most High. Because his woman told him, pray for me, baby. Pray. Pray, my Lord. Pray. Pray to the Most High on behalf of this turmoilous pregnancy that I'm having. And then she found out that it was 2 nations in her body. A chair. So, the seed of the devil being after the seed of the Most High. So what society has done is confused everyone to not know who's who. Went against the commandments and interbreeded and did all these other things. Mind you, I saw that KKK video. They didn't even want to be next to us. So how you go from not wanting to be next to us, not wanting to touch us, being so disgusted, not wanting to drink after us, not wanting to use the bathroom after us, not none of that, to all of a sudden being all up in the mix. And now the culture has changed. slowly but surely, the culture has changed to where women now, they ain't worried about no nigga. They ain't even worried about what the Most High said. That's first. They ain't even worried about what the Most High said. They ain't worried about no nigga. They worried about getting a bag. They ain't worried about making sure that they secure their man. They think that's stupid. They think, oh no, that nigga got to do for me. Da, 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 da. But who put that in your mind? Because the Most High didn't create you to do that. So something outside of you happened and you let it in. And I'm coming from the standpoint, this is embarrassing. Yeah, this is embarrassing. I'm coming from the standpoint of being that one that was pushed over by, it could have been the seed of the devil. Who knows? I believe it was. That's what I was shown. Not, I ain't going to say all the, you know what I'm saying? But the one that I married, that I tried to marry, I just know that I did all I could do. But I prayed in every situation. I tried to bring them to the Most High. And that's the exact moment when things failed because they didn't believe. I believe they ain't love the Most High like I love the Most High. But other than that, if I didn't know the Most High, I still would have been taking that shit. I still would have been reading the New Testament saying, oh, love is patient, love is kind, love is what they tell you love is. And that's fine. Love can be a lot of things. Love is also passion. It's this passion. And it can make you so upset to the point where you go red, if you know what I mean. It's this passion. But yeah, so yeah. If the Most High tells us that we gonna have pretty much beef with this other seed, and all of a sudden they start interbreeding and integrating and all this other crap and mingling and marrying our brothers and marrying our sister, just mixing. It's just a big melting pot now. They trying to save themselves. I don't even think y'all ready for this. I don't even really think y'all ready for this. I feel something deep down telling me they ain't gonna get it. They not gonna get it. Because they can't look past whatever's right in front of them. They can't look in. They keep looking out. Before anybody was changing their bodies or doing anything, there was a whole bunch of trans women and stuff, and most of them were white men. Those were the ones who was doing all the tranny stuff. The white men who was in leadership. These reptilians. They the ones that was in leadership, and they was the ones that was doing all this cross-dressing. Kim Kardashian's father was the first one who set the shit up. Something outside of you, put in front of you, you accepted it, now here we are. We came off the ships. They put Jesus in front of you, outside of you. Now here we are. Ehyeh, take me to Eden. Take me, mine to Eden. Take me to Zion. Talking about some everlasting life. Meanwhile, you have fruit. You have set up your table. You have laid everything out for us. And still, nobody won't come sit down and eat. I'm gonna eat though. I'm gonna eat though. This is crazy. I'm gonna just say, I think this is the last thing I need to say. Ever. I hope it is. Make sure y'all, first of all, no, it's not the last thing. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read what Jesus said in Matthew 5. Verse where should I start? Okay. 31. No. 27. Matthew 5 verse 27. It says, the thing outside of the Most High, Ehyeh says, I don't even like that it's to come out my mouth, but it got to. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time. Who the fuck is them? You shall not break wedlock. I don't, make sure y'all hearing it. You have heard that it was said by them of old time. The Most High and his angels, the Most High and his people, his chosen children, You've heard about how he gave them the commandments. You heard about the laws that he inscribed with his finger on the tablets of stone and gave it to Moses. You heard about all these things. You heard him say all these things because that's what said it. They have heard that it was said by them of old time, by our ancestors, by our father, by Moses, through Moses. You shall not break wedlock. But I say unto you. So wait a minute. This man say that Ehyeh actually is his father. Matter of fact, he ain't even say that. The pastors, the preachers, the ones who try to sit there and narrate the story for you, guide you through the story, guide you through the text so you don't catch it. He says, this man says, the Most High told the Israelites before not to break wedlock. But I'm telling you now that whoever even looks onto a woman to lust after her has broken wedlock with her already in his heart. First of all, I ain't even trying to be on no stuff, but let me give you an example. A girl walked in the store and she had a bubble butt, and it was a natural bubble butt. And I was like, yo, how you get your bubble butt? You know what I'm saying? But according to this lie that was given to us, the moment that any little thing, we'll think, oh my gosh, am I gay? Oh my gosh. No, you just want better for yourself. You just want a big butt too. You're not being envious. You're like, what? Help me get to this point. Shoot. So now they put this in the New Testament and said that the Most High said wedlock. I tell you, if you just look, you done messed up. So now that's in a conflict right there. Because what was already in you was to be nice to people, well, to be kind to people, and to love your brother and your neighbor according to the commandments in Leviticus. You try to make the Levitical law seem like, oh, it's this old-timey sacrificial stuff, when the only sacrificial stuff going on here is Jesus. When y'all partake of his blood, y'all drink his blood and eat his flesh. When y'all do communion, so here's another part. Ye have heard. Oh, it has been said. It has been said. Whoever shall put away his woman, let him give her a writing of divorcement. But I say unto you that whoever shall put away his woman, saving for the cause of fornication, causes her to break wedlock. So he's saying right here, if you putting her away because you wanna save her, you don't want to have sex with her no more, pretty much. And then it causes her to sin. What? So you telling me the Most High says, If you want to put your woman away, you gotta put that in writing. The same way he put it in writing. So if you, that's the most I said, if you want to put it away, you gotta put it in writing. And then this thing that still works for Ehyeh. That's the crazy part about it. He worked for the Most High. So while y'all sitting up here justifying this lie, when the time come, the same person that y'all was mean to everybody for, and that y'all tore down for, and y'all swore up and down, oh no, it can't be, it gotta be that this is the way, that same person gonna be like, what? I never said that. I told y'all that the Most High said it before and that I was somebody else. Y'all just didn't read. Like, but I did read it. No, you actually didn't. You didn't take out the time to really break it down. You just let a pastor that was in front of you tell you, give you all this advice and life coaching nonsense to go alongside of it. Because that's all it is. Why you think YouTube taking off? Because life coaches. That's all the pastor is a life coach. That's all he is. He a motivational speaker. He's a or performer, depending on if he could sing. But when it come to them scriptures, should nobody be able to tell you nothing. Because the Most High wrote it in stone, what he said. That mean it's forever. Forever, ever. Now, let's go to 33. Again. Now, this is... Again, ye have heard that it has been said by them of old time. They, them, all these pronouns. Come on now. Ooh. By them of old time, you shall not forswear yourself, but shall perform unto Yah your oaths. So don't like, oh, I put that on my life that I'm a... No, you swear by Yah. I swear on my power, Ehyeh, that the seed of the serpent will die. And I put that on Ehyeh. That's what he wants us to do. So it says that, oh, tell you to do this. Told you to swear by Yah. Your oaths, your personal things. But I say unto you, swear not falsely, neither by heaven, for it is Elohim's throne, nor by earth, for it is his footstool, neither by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king. Neither shall you swear by your head, because you cannot make one hair white or black. But let your communication be, yeah, yeah, no, no. For whatsoever is more than these come of evil. They pretty much told you to shut up. They told you, listen, we don't need all that talking and explaining. We don't need that extra shit. Either yes or no. Because anything outside of that is evil. To express yourself outside of yes and no is evil. My people, my people, my people, my people, my people will only cry out to me, turn back to me, and I will heal them from where they are. My people, my people. And here's the last part right here. Ye have heard that it has been said. So this man who says that he is God is saying that it has been said of old times, but the Most High, who is God, is who said it of old times. You're saying that he's saying something else now. But mind you, he's saying this before he even becomes God. Because mind you, he had to die to become God, didn't he? In order for the full process to take place. So, anyways, so this man, ye have heard that it has been said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. I know y'all heard the Most High tell y'all through Moses, an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. I know that it was said by the creator of the heavens and the earth, an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. I know that it was said that. But I'm telling you, but I say unto you, that ye resist not evil. What? Before I even go on, let's just stop right there. But I say unto you that ye resist not evil. Let's go. Let's just let me look up resist for y'all real quick. Resist. Abstaining from acting on an impulse. To be against something. To confront something. So right here it says, do not stand up to evil. Do not endure evil. Do not live through the evil. Do not rebel against evil. Do not object evil. Do not oppose evil. That's what it's saying right here. It's what your boy Jesus said. The one that y'all try to make it seem like his robe gonna be drenched in blood. Meanwhile, he up there laid out, slain, looking like a whole faggot. Are you kidding me? Michael Jackson tried to come on the scene with the they still treated him like a gangster. That mulatto bitch, excuse my language, but that mulatto bitch back in the day, they still treated her like some regular ass black bitch. When it all boiled down. Excuse my language, Ehyeh. It's just, hey, it's like, come on. And, matter of fact, let me get into that. What is a curse? What is a curse? Let's go. It's something I had looked up a while ago. I had made a video, I ain't even posted. A curse is to insult, to defame. So if the Most High says, if you don't keep my commandments, you will be a part of the curses, meaning you will be a part of the process of being defamed. You will be a part of the process of being insulted. You will be a part of the process of being abused. You will be a part of the process of being taunted. If you don't love me and keep my commandments, this is what you have to look forward to. To being taunted, abused, defamed. And then you go into this lie that they give you. They tell you, resist not evil. Don't worry about being defamed. Don't worry about being insulted. Don't worry about none of that. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. Just let it happen. Just like when that nigga chased me around the room. Don't fight it. Just let it happen. Listen. Okay. So now we got 38. Ye have heard that it has been said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say unto you that ye resist not evil. So don't resist. Don't resist. Don't rebel against evil. But whosoever shall smite you on the right cheek, turn to him the other also. Give him both your cheeks. That's mad gay. That's mad gay. I'm so sorry. Yo. Give him both your cheeks. What? And they send people to jail with that lie. Oh my. And you be feeling like you must be a demon for wanting to resist, rebel. It's crazy. You don't see how crazy this is. Okay, let's keep going. So I'm gonna tell you right now, all y'all people who's following Jesus, if I come up and smack you in your shit, and you try to fight me back, you going to hell. Yeah, he said that he saved you from sin and all of that, but you're going to hell because you're not keeping his commandments. So when our brother